I think we're going to start now, okay?
Yeah.
So I have the honor and the pleasure to present you Sylvia Fernandez. We met Sylvia. We met Sylvia at the 20th Gentle Teaching Conference in Belgium. In 2019, she visited us at ASOL and worked with us. She was mentored by John McGee and published a book on gentle teaching. Sylvia is an example that when we know what we want, we can achieve it. In her communication today, Sylvia will share with us strategies for how to improve our relationships with others and be happier. Thank you for your collaboration. At the end, there will be 15 minutes for questions, okay? Thank you.
Hello everyone, and thank you for being here. I hope you've had a good conference so far, and I hope that today will help you have a happier life. I'd like to begin by asking, how many of you know someone that is making your life a little bit harder? Raise your hand. Okay, so the title, right? You're here to manage this person, correct? Right? Wrong. I gotcha. Oh dear. And that is not the reason why you're here. Okay, but we'll talk more about that in a couple of minutes. If you know the person sitting beside you, look at to your right and to your left. Do you know those people? Yes?
I don't know your name.
If you don't know either person, you may stay there. But if you know one of the people, I ask you to get your things, stand up, and go sit somewhere else. Yeah, let's do it. How many of you here are flexible, right? We're all flexible. You're all flexible. Excellent, thank you.
My name is Mataya.
This will help you, I promise. I promise. This is for your own good. Okay, I don't see some people moving. I'm looking at you all. I can tell who's not moving. I can tell there's a group there from a soul all together. Please change. Please move. I see this group here also. Do you know the person beside you? Oh, that's even better because you look like friends already. Excellent. Okay, okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you for moving. Excellent. Give him an applause, please. Yes, thank you, thank you. Okay. So, I don't know how many of you were here earlier, but we were talking about how sometimes we do things, but we don't know why, right? And in many of the conferences, I see that people sit beside people that they already know. And it's for a reason, right? You want to have fun with them, you want to enjoy the conferences with them, and it's very nice. But I tell you, every time I go to a conference, I try to sit with different people, and sometimes even by myself, because it gives me a little bit to be centered, right? Especially before a presentation. So thank you, those of you that changed, and the ones that didn't move, it's okay also. But you will see how it will be a little bit harder for you now during the conference if you didn't move. During the talk, because you didn't move, it's going to be a little bit harder for you. But it's okay. It's okay. Okay. I would like for you now to take a piece of paper and write down 3 people that you don't like so much. It can be a family member, it can be a friend, it can be your boss. That's why you will have to sit beside someone you didn't know.
Can I borrow a piece of paper?
Sure.
It's good to sit beside someone you didn't know because you're going to share. Okay? Okay.
Here you go.
This is very interesting.
You're welcome.
There are some people here that say, I don't know. That's very good. So think of a politician maybe. Oh, okay, there we go. Now we're talking. Maybe there's a neighbor. Maybe there's ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-boss. Someone you don't like a bit, or someone you don't like a lot.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and those of you that are very eager to learn, and you've already read, write 3 qualities of each person that you don't like about them. 3 qualities. Okay, because we're here to manage difficult people, right? Right? That's what you think. Are we understanding the exercise? Yes? Any questions? Questions? No?
Precisam de ajuda? Tá? 3 pessoas
Okay, once you're done writing the 3 qualities you don't like,
que não gostamos e 3
3 cualidades de cada persona. De cada persona. Cuando termines, por favor, ponte de pie. When you're done writing the 3 qualities you don't like about these 3 people, please stand up.
Sorry? When?
Stand up when you're done writing the 3 people and the 3 qualities.
3 people.
Please stand up.
Oh, 3 people.
Okay, we have a winner over here. She knows who she dislikes and why.
What?
That's very good. It can be a neighbor, it
Yeah.
can be a politician, it can be a newscast lady. Someone there's something you don't like, a parent maybe has a quality you don't like. A
Als klaar
daughter,
met 3.
a son,
3 personen.
a caregiver, their supervisor, the bus driver.
Wie heb jij dan?
Ik had net opgeschreven.
Ik ook.
En verder, ik kon niet verder.
Ik heb de Jutta en de ex-employee.
Ja?
Or if for some reason you can't think of a person, then just write the qualities in general that you don't like. Any quality that you don't like about someone. It doesn't have to have names. Okay, so if you can't think of a person, then you just write down the qualities that you don't like in other people. It can be just the qualities, not the person. Okay, perfect. If the whole table is done, then you may sit down, please.
Okay.
And everyone here gets one without looking.
Oh. Don't let it fall.
Okay, the ones that just arrived, please, the ones that just arrived, please somewhere where you don't, sit down somewhere where you don't know the people. Sit down where you don't know the people.
I'm bigger. I'm sorry. But mostly it's not good.
But it's very pretty.
Yes, it was a pretty one. You have a blue one.
The green.
Yeah,
Is it too big one?
Okay, thank you. You may sit down now. Thank you. You may sit down. Thank you very much. You may sit down. Se pueden sentar. Por favor, gracias. ¿A cuántas personas? No importa. ¿A cuántas personas? Oh, sorry. How many people was this a difficult exercise? Raise your hand if it was a difficult exercise. Okay. Okay, so that in most cases it's a good thing because it seems like you either agree with someone or you're not bothered by the differences of other people, and that's a very good thing. Or it could be that you are bothered but you don't notice. So it could be either or. I hope it's the first one, right? But if it's the second one, we're going to find out. so you can learn how to not be bothered, but know it and not be bothered. Okay, so I hope it's the first one, and this whole meeting, just you don't remember anything about it because you're perfect already and nobody bothers you. Okay. And this is like standing up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down. But you just had a meal, right? So I have to wake you up. Okay, stand up if you think this is true. Number one, we are completely responsible for the way we act or react. Stand up.
Yeah,
We are responsible for the way we act or react. Okay. Okay, almost everybody stood up. Thank you very much. You may sit down. Those of you that were sitting down, raise your hand. Okay, some people disagree. Okay. Number two, some people react differently depending on the person they are with. Yes, you know the students in a classroom, right? Some students are perfect with one teacher and then with the other they are a riot and not a good one. Okay, so thank you. Number three, my upbringing is responsible for how I am today. Upbringing is
Growing
the
up?
way I was raised.
Okay.
La manera que me criaron es responsable, is completely responsible of who I am right now. La manera que me criaron es completamente responsable de quien yo soy ahora.
Completamente.
En buena manera y en mala manera. Nadie. Ok, muy bien. En esta todos estamos de acuerdo, ¿verdad? In this one, we are all agreeing that it might have something to do with the way we were brought up, but who is responsible? I am. Because we're not 5, we're not 7, we're not 15, and I think everybody is over 25, correct? Right? Everybody's over 25?
Yes.
No,
Okay, so we are responsible. We all agree on that one. Perfect. Number 4, I can tell when people are angry or scared. Please stand up. I can tell, yeah, sometimes, okay, not always. Most of the times I can tell when people are scared or angry. Okay, very good, wow. Excellent. Please sit down. Don't worry, I will read you stuff. And number 5, I have always been like this and no one can change me now. I have always been like this and no one can change me now. Okay. Oh. Only for the better, right?
Yeah, but I always been like this. That you always been like this? Well,
Yes.
Yes.
But no one
exactly.
can change you.
But nothing
Oh, I didn't understand very well.
But how many of you have heard someone say this?
Yeah.
I've always been like this and no one can
I
change
just
me.
need
right?
self-acceptation.
Especially some of the people that we try to help. They are like, I was raised like that, I've always been like this, no one can help me, I'm never going to change. Yes? Okay, so we agree on most of them, but the first one is very interesting. Some people, we are completely responsible for the way we act or react. We are completely responsible, and some people did not agree, right?
Yeah.
Can some of the people that didn't agree tell me why you don't feel responsible? Anybody? Yes.
I think sometimes things happen to you and you don't know how to react in that situation. It can be a scary situation. You have the fight, freeze,
Fight, flight, or freeze.
Yes.
Mhm.
You don't know if you haven't been in that reaction. So your body sometimes can take it over.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it's your body, it's not
No,
somebody
yes,
else's.
but it happens to you.
It happens to you.
Yeah.
Yes. And this is coming from a man who is married to a also gentle teaching woman who have 2 beautiful gentle teaching kids who care for gentle people. So he's telling us, I am not responsible, but the way I see it, we are responsible.
Yes, we are, but sometimes.
Not all the time.
Yes.
Okay, I think we are responsible all the time.
Okay.
In the sense that we control our thoughts, we control our feelings. It's not that we control, but we may be able to control them.
Yeah,
Some of
okay.
us could not control our bodies when we were little,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But now we can hold even some air in our body sometimes. So we have learned to control our body in some ways, the physical part. And what I'm asking of you now is to think of the possibility that you can also try to control your thoughts and your emotions, your feelings, so that you can also control your reactions and your actions. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes? Somebody else wants to say something about that we are not responsible for actions or reactions. Yes, please.
I just thought the statement is too absolute.
It's too-
I can like talk about people, for example, with schizophrenia, delusions. Are they responsible for reacting to hallucinations? That's not real.
Thank you for that. During this, at least this talk that I'm offering now, we're talking about ourselves.
Yeah.
Not about our clients or people we might know with other difficulties. Yes? But it's also absolute. You're right. The all and the none are absolutes, and it's hard to fall into either one. Thank you very much. But one thing that I invite the people I talk to do is when I am talking about myself or when I am trying to say something, try to include myself as the person that is talking. Instead of saying, the people are like this, I am like this. So I'm going to invite you for the rest of the talk to think about you and how you think, how you act, how you react, or about you specifically, okay? So these are very good sentences for you to talk with your friends and your coworkers about. And how am I responsible? And how can I be better at this or that, right? Not only for your clients, but mostly for yourself. Mostly for yourself. Okay, and how is all of this relevant to gentle teaching? So I have noticed that clients, participants, our spouses, children, neighbors, even strangers act differently to me when I'm not in a good mood. Have you noticed that? Yes. Yes. So if you want to have a good day, what should you do in the mornings? Anybody?
Listen to music.
Yes, listen to music. What else?
Get some exposure.
Sun exposure, excellent for those countries that are like
Smile.
Puerto Rico that have no
Smile.
sun most of the
Cleaning.
time. Smile.
Cleaning.
What else?
Being grateful in the morning.
Being grateful in the morning, yes. Anybody else? What do you do in the morning? Do you think about getting happy before you get out of your house?
Yes.
Coffee? Okay, perfect, perfect. Because if you don't get the coffee, people will know, right? Huh? And suffer, okay. You know your morning rituals, right? And your weaknesses, very good. Excellent. And this is very interesting because I lived in my parents' home until I was 26 years old. And I used to be proud of it, and now I say it with a bit of a shame. But I can tell you this, my mother brought me up every day. She went to my room, she gave me a kiss and a hug, good morning. And this might sound strange, but I think that's the main reason why I'm so happy every morning. I'm so grateful. And I think many of us, or many of you did not have that. And I understand. But you can give yourself this hug and this kiss every morning. And you can give it to your children, and you can give it to your spouse, and you can give it to your pet. So you have this option still, okay? Okay, so when I was saying that dealing with difficult people, remember? Well, this is about us being the difficult people and what are the qualities that we see in others. Many of these conferences, you realize that we are a mirror of the other, right? Of the client, of our spouse, our children. How many of you have children here? Wow. I want to take my hat off. And please, the ones that don't have children, give them an applause. Because it's not easy having children. I realized that since I was young. Huh? You agree? Yeah, it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of loving, right? It takes even some wisdom. And where do you get this wisdom? From life. Are you paying attention to the wisdom so you can share it with your children? Are you looking for information on how to be happier yourself Not only to tell your children, but to live so they can see this example of you living a happy life. How many people are doing that here? Okay, don't be shy, raise your hand, come on, don't be shy. Excellent, yes. And if you're not doing it yet, you still have time.
Quantas pessoas aqui estão a aprender a tratar
De aprender.
com amor os seus filhos,
Porque, because learning to live a happier life is not only beneficial to you, but it's beneficial to your children, to your spouse, your co-workers, everybody involved in your life, even the supermarket lady. Okay? And I want to say a story. I have this friend, and during the COVID time, instead of us going to the restaurant, we would meet at each other's house for dinner, right? Or lunch. And one day, he's coming late, but he's never late. So 5 minutes go by, okay, he's not here. 10 minutes go by, okay, he's not here, something's happening. And then 15 minutes, ding, ding, he's here. And he's like, oh, Sylvia, I'm so sorry. Listen, don't worry, you're always on time, so it doesn't bother me. And he said, yes, but I want to explain why I was late. Yes, okay. So he said to me, Sylvia, I was in my car, and somebody called me from my job, and I had this this anger came over me, and this rage, and I just didn't want to come to your house contaminated with this anger, with this rage, with this frustration from work. And I was like, oh my God, I think I'm good, but this guy is better than me. So last year when I came to Asol, I was invited and had a great time, by the way, thank you. I talked about the pink bubble. And the pink bubble is nothing more than how are your emotions showing in your aura, in your energy, in your vibe, as they call it now. So how are your feelings showing? You might notice that some of your clients and even your children when they were little, you didn't talk to them, but they were angry sometimes or they were crying sometimes, and you couldn't understand why, because nothing was going on except you were having a terrible day. But they didn't understand your language, so how come they knew? It's because of this bubble. This bubble can be pink, it can be black, it can be brown, it can be orange. So it depends on the color, but what makes up this color is our feelings. So sometimes, even though you're not talking, your pets will be able to figure this out. The participants that you think are the furthest away from capacities or abilities, these are the ones that have the most acute sense of the color of our bubble. How many people know that already? You figured it out, right? Hmm? You studied it too? Okay. So if you want the scientific, talk to her. Because I have no idea of the scientific structure of this, but I did realize it with Dr. McGee, and then I practice it. How do I make myself? How do I allow my true happiness to shine so that everyone around me is impacted even by me doing nothing? So I don't even have to smile, and people are like, oh my, it's like Dr. McGee. Whoever met Dr. McGee, he didn't even have, although he was smiling all the time, he didn't have to smile at you. He just walked by you and you felt better already. He had like a rainbow bubble. It was magical, it was amazing. So what can you do about this? And we're talking about the difficult person, but again, I'm talking about us. How we can be better. So that the person around us, who we think is the difficult person, gets the best bubble that we can color that day. And then we get the best personality and the best reaction and action from the other person. Okay, so it's not about what's happening to them. It's what color is my bubble today and how can I make it better so that this person acts or reacts better when I'm there. So today my goal is to help you identify what it is you want to change about yourself, if anything, not the other. Reach a higher level of not blaming the parents or society or your culture, because some people are, well, I'm from this country and in my country, come on, give me a break. You can't blame your country. You can't do that. It's not acceptable. Okay? You can't blame your parents anymore, remember, because we're over 25. Everybody's like, oh my God, you can't blame them anymore, right? No, not an excuse. I'm going to try to help you share some strategies that you probably know, but just review them. And also I want to help you create a pink bubble, which is what we were talking about. And what color is your bubble and how you can make it better. But now, I would like to share this video of your inner child machine. Have any of you seen it before? You've seen it before. It's beautiful, huh? Okay. Is the volume? Hmm? It's not showing. How come? Sorry. It's my first time including a video in the... But all the gentle people...
Moeten we dan niet anders inzetten? Dat is een compleet balkje.
Everybody in the gentle teaching community is so professional with their presentation. And today I said, okay, I'm going to try this. And it didn't work. So,
It was a good.
hopefully we'll get some help here and get it going. I must say I have some gifts for you for later. For the people participating the most. So, just so that you know. Thank you, ladies. Oh, here it goes. It's talking about how we lose our inner child. How many hours you dedicate to your work? Were you introverted or extroverted?
Era extrovertida. ¿Hace cuánto no se ríe del tonto? Hace 2 días. ¿Cuál era su escondite favorito de niño? Debajo de la cama.
Any computer.
I'm going to use the microphone.
En deze hier.
Okay. Okay, let's try it one more time. Sorry about that. It's in English in the bottom. Yes. 10 questions, 5 adults. The first machine to show us our inner child.
Siéntese, por favor.
Please sit down.
Coloque su mano derecha sobre el panel. ¿Cuántos años tiene? 33.
38,
28.
27, 50,
Diariamente, ¿cuántas horas se dedica al trabajo? 9 horas.
aproximadamente 12 horas. De 8 a 10.
¿De niño era introvertido o extrovertido?
Extrovertido. Introvertido.
Era extrovertida. ¿Hace cuánto no se ríe de lo tonto? Hace 2 días.
No recuerdo.
¿Cuál era su escondite favorito de niño? Debajo de la cama.
¿El garaje de la casa?
¿Le gustaba saltar encima de la cama?
Sí.
Cuando sus padres llegaban del trabajo, ¿cuánto tiempo jugaban con usted?
Muy poco.
Poco tiempo, pero lo necesario. No jugaba. ¿Recuerda algún superpoder de sus padres?
No. El poderme enrollar en una sábana y balancearme como si fuese una mata.
¿Le gustaba hacer travesuras?
Muy poco. Bastante.
Algunas.
No, la verdad que no.
¿Cómo le decían de niño?
Gordo. Charlie.
Steffi.
Eric.
¿Está listo para ver a su niño interior?
Sí.
She's scared. Is there children?
No lo puedo creer.
You don't need a machine to connect to your inner child. Play with your children. Always play. A happy child is always learning. Connect with your child, connect with your inner child. Play. So I really like this for a long time. Whatever it is you do it somewhere else. Okay, it doesn't matter. So remember to play. How many of you play on a daily basis? Something with your partner, with your child, with your client. Yes? Not too many of us, right? Some, it looks like a lot of us. How come I'm seeing so many sad faces? I was thinking, okay, this group doesn't play. You have too many sad faces. But you do play. Then what does it take to make you smile a little bit more? What do you need to smile a little bit more? What do you think? Over here, what do you think would make you happier? Something? You're happy? Okay, he's happy. It's just, I couldn't tell, but thank you. Over here, what could make you happier? To play more? Yes? Well, at the moment you can't play too much, right? Bad feet, but what kind of play would you like to do more often? Yes? Something? Huh? Sorry? To play more outside. How many of you get to play outside at least once a week? Go to a park or walk or play with a ball or something, yes? I think we're privileged when we work for this population that we say has disabilities, we have the opportunity to do things that other adults don't do, right? We get to be a child and have an excuse for it and get paid and get the pleasure of seeing them happy. We get like 4 things in one. Right? We get to go places, we get to do things with them. No, it's because I'm with them. This is what they like. They like to have ice cream 3 times a week, right? They like to walk in the park. It's not me, I'm doing it for her. So remember what play does. It reduces the stress, it helps with cognitive abilities, you make new friends, resilience is helped, it calms everyone, your creativity levels are higher, your working memory, for those of you that are worried about Alzheimer's, it helps also. But I say to people that worry about Alzheimer's, you know what? When you get Alzheimer's, you are the last one to know. So it doesn't really matter. And studies say that if you're worried about Alzheimer's because it's in your family, then you know what you need to do? Make more friends. Treat your family better, your daughters, your sisters, because they are going to feed you. They are going to clean you. They are going to take you to the doctor. So don't worry about your memory, worry about making good relationships with your family and your friends. So, surprise, surprise, we are not here to manipulate others. We are here to learn about ourselves, to keep calm, to bring you closer to happiness. And the easier it gets, the easier it gets. Have you seen that some people have a really easy life? How many of you have an easy life? Raise your hand. If you have an easy, the happy guy over here. Who else? Easy life? Easy life? Okay, easy life. Yeah, more or less.
Yes.
Okay, easy life. And when I say easy life, we have a car, we have a bed, we have clothing, we have shoes, we have food, we have running water, we have a fan or an air conditioning system. Most of us have 2 phones, not 1, 2. So what is hard about life? Have you thought about what makes it hard? Ungratefulness. Thank you very much, Mr. Happy Guy. Give him an applause, please. Please come over here and get one of these. Please come over here and get one of these, because I can't go with the microphone all the way there.
Pick one?
Yes, please. Without looking. There you go. Thank you. And so, why are we making our lives harder? Why? Who are we answering to? Why is it so hard? Can you take a minute and write down what do you think is making your life harder? Can you write it down? Is it someone? Is it something? Is it the economy of your country? Is it your parents? Is it your job? Is it your economy, your personal economy? What is it that's making your life harder? Because some people raised their hands, but others didn't. So what is it that's making your life harder?
Expectation. Ik heb exact opgeschreven.
Nee, dat niet.
Kijk,
Yes.
verwachtingen zijn het.
Ja?
Ja.
The challenge.
Nou ja.
So,
have to say.
ourselves, we make things harder.
For the pleasure of it. Okay. Wow. Interesting. We make our lives harder so it becomes a challenge, and then we overcome it and we feel good about it. Some people are like that. You're very right. And when I learned that I was like that, I changed it. And I said, I want an easy and fun life. Easy and fun are my favorite words. Easy and fun. And some people say, yeah, but that's easy because you don't watch news. Yes. But that's easy because you don't have children. Yes. But that's easy because. You can say many reasons why my life is easy and fun, but you can make yours easy and fun. Now, write something down that will make your life easier and more fun. Something. What would make it easier and fun? What would make it easier and fun in your life?
How can you get rid of ego?
Ego, the famous word, the 3-letter word, ego. We'll talk about that. Let's give the people a chance to write down what will make your life more fun and easier.
Tijd.
Okay, Can somebody share their answers?
Eh?
He already said not to have expectations. That's one way. But I like expectation, except my expectations are very broad. Easy and fun. They're very broad. It can be just walking and seeing a butterfly, easy and fun. It can be this morning, Anya offering me a ride because it started raining and she had to come here. And it was raining and we saw the most amazing rainbow. You can ask her. You saw it too? Amazing colors, unbelievable. Or it can be that the bacalao was really nice for lunch. So that's easy and happy for me. And I pay attention to those. I focus on those. I love those. Okay, so not expectations, I say broad expectations. Yes?
Using my time better.
Using your time better. And I say, if you want to use your time better, have more fun. Have more fun, because when you focus on the problem, you make it bigger. Have more fun. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, I read my presentation for yesterday that I think you all saw, and I thought to myself, I'm going to fall asleep myself giving this presentation. I better change it. I did not like it at all. So that's why I had to change it. But then I said, okay, it's 5 o'clock. I have 6 hours to finish until I fall asleep. So I'm going to go to the swimming pool. I'm going to relax and do what I know how to do best. Live a life easy and fun. And then I'm going to rewrite the presentation. But many people say, no, I have to rewrite the presentation. I have to sit down. And they want to just push themselves. And that's when the energy goes out. That's when emotions are rotten because you're frustrated because you wrote a crappy presentation in July and now you have to rewrite it. It doesn't work. So that's why fun is so important. Okay, anybody else? The ego. Okay, that's a big one. Okay, I say the word ego is used too much in life. I think the less we use it, the less we think about it, the less we talk about it, the better it is. So I'm not going to give it airtime. But if you want to talk about it later,
I will.
I can talk to you about it. Okay. So, yes, in my experience, we all have a little bit of each other in us. So that's why, can you take a look at the list of the 3 people that you wrote earlier during the talk? If you didn't write any names, read the qualities to yourself and be very honest. Let's be very honest. Look at that list and tell me if you have at least one of those qualities that you wrote down. One, just one. A little bit, maybe. She doesn't have to look, she says yes. Anybody else that has an aha moment? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you have one of the qualities. Let's give her an applause, please. You get one? Also, of course. And why? Can you come again, please? And why do we have these qualities? Because we see our qualities in other people. We see our qualities in other people. So this is the important part of this talk. Are you ready to receive that you have, to some degree, those qualities? Are you ready? Raise your hand if you're ready. Are you ready to make those changes? All right, I love her. She's like, come and get another one here. Yes, if you're ready to make the changes, this is the time. And some people, yesterday I was talking to somebody from the conference, and she was saying, but it's too late. It's too late to change. It's never too late to change. And don't have any regrets about life, because that is the heaviest backpack ever. Regrets are the heaviest backpack. So you need to be light about it. At that time you didn't notice, but now you do. You were here probably to change that person, right? How many of you are here to change when you first read the name? How many of you thought, I'm going to that talk because I want to change someone? Raise your hand. Aha! Oh, not too many people are raising their hands. Not too many people. So why are you here then? if you didn't come here to change somebody else? Hmm?
We heard you yesterday.
Why are you here?
It's about learning how to react yourself.
Yes, it's about how to change ourselves so that we can better understand the other person. But we have these qualities. I remember a time I gave a similar talk, and this man was telling me it was a work thing, right? So he wanted to change his coworker because this coworker did not work. He was a very irresponsible man, but he was not irresponsible. And he said, I don't have his qualities. I am very responsible, but he weighed a lot. So was he being responsible with his body? Was he being responsible with his wife, with his children, with his community? Because he had a really important job to do. So it's good to look at these qualities and say, make a circle of one of these qualities that you want to change this year, 2023. Make a circle around it. That you make this commitment to pay more attention, to change it, to make it better. Yes? Can someone share? Can you share which one you chose, please?
Demanding.
Huh?
Demanding.
Demanding. Let's give her an applause, please. Excellent. Thank you very much. This is, yes, this lady here. Thank you. That's a very big one. Being demanding. That's very good, right? Because sometimes we are very demanding with our children, with our partners, with our co-workers, with our clients. Yesterday I was talking to a lady here at the conference, and her organization is based on the clients having fun. And I was like, that's my organization, having fun. Because some organizations get money from the government, and they have to prove that the participants or the clients have something to give back to the community, right? But unknowingly, the government is putting these people in the box that we're trying to get away from. So why not just have fun? Why not? I have some friends and they're like, well, my children have to learn responsibility because at some point they're gonna have to face reality. Okay, so give it to them since they're 5. Give them reality since they're 5. No, don't do it. Let them live a happy life until they have to live a different life, and maybe it can still be happy after 5. And some children, when I was a psychologist, I have 2 PhDs in psychology, and I don't use them anymore. But the children would say, I don't want to grow up. And I would say, why? Because my parents say being old is bad. Because I see how angry and disappointed my parents are. And they're old. And they're 30-something, 40-something. So what are we doing to make our life better? Are we making a conscious effort, or are we just complaining about the government, about our partner, about our job, about life in general? Are we just complaining, or are we doing something about it? She just has a sad face. It's you, yes. No, it's not me. Okay, so try to focus on the good. When you start looking at someone and you find something that you don't like about them, try to find something good. You know, the yin and the yang, the positive and the negative, right? So when you see something that you don't like in a person, it's a big probability that that person, not only that you have that, but that that person has the same amount in the opposite sense. So try to look at the positive side. And some people say, I can't find anything positive about that person. Does someone have someone like that in the list? Someone you don't find anything positive? No? Okay, excellent. Some parents once told me, my child has nothing positive. And I say, does he brush his teeth? Yes, that's positive. Does he sleep, walk, write, talk? Yes, so that's a lot of positive stuff right there. And then I interviewed the parents, and they were complaining about the child this, the child that, the child that was like 7 years old. And then I bring the child into the office, when I had an office many years ago. And the child sits in between the parents, right? The mother and the father. And I tell to the child, I say, you know what? We were talking about you all this time. And the smile, the child had this big smile because we were talking, he doesn't know they were complaining about him. And I say, and now, can you please tell me who you are most like, your mother or your father? And the child, the finger of the child, ding, 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 and the parents, ah. Needless to say, the parents got the child, got up and left the office and didn't pay. What are we giving the people around us? What kind of energy, what kind of vibe, what kind of bubble do you have? Are you doing something to make it better? So, identify your feelings, emotions, feelings, thoughts. Can you take a look about how you were feeling yesterday? Can you write down which of these feelings? I'm gonna read them out, and if one pops into your mind, write it down, okay? I'm going to read them. Anxious, ironic, confident, angry, helpful, alive, sad. Yes, one or two, whichever, how many you want. Sad, kind, overwhelmed, at peace, vengeful, excited, motivated, rebellious, hopelessness, smart, sarcastic, relaxed, resentful, frustrated, destructive, happy. Can you identify some of the feelings from yesterday? Anybody can share? Yes, please. Sorry? Alive and excited. Excellent. I'm so happy for you. Anybody else? But listen to this. It's very interesting because earlier the young man here said he's very happy. And now she said, alive and excited. It's our body language. And the body language is part of our bubble. So maybe yesterday was too much excitement. You had a lot of fun yesterday, huh? Yes, you did. Tonight, call me. I want to be where you go.
I think I've done with that. Then you have to go in my room.
Oh, no. I don't want to get that personal. Sorry. Okay. So by identifying your feelings, you know what's going on. You know what you can change to make your life better. And remember, we've been talking about how when you make your life better, you make everybody else's life better, right? So you remember what happened, write it down, identify. So you can have a different reaction, a different action or reaction, depending on your bubble, correct? You've understood this already, because it's very easy to understand. But the ability to recognize the source of your emotions gives you power over them. Because how many of you close your eyes for a second and raise your hand if you feel that this makes sense to you? Close your eyes for a second. And I'm going to say it as a woman, but if it's a man, then change it to the male version, okay? Mirror, mirror on the wall, you're your mother after all. Yes, I gotcha. Gotcha there. My mom used to say that all the time. She's like, you just wait. Just you wait. You're going to turn into me sooner or later. And it was sooner rather than later. So whenever she says, oh, Sylvia, you're so kind, I get it from you. And then when she says something not so nice, I get it from you too. I still blame her sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes. But I try to be a better version. I try to see, okay, I remember this, was not so great about my grandmother, about my mother. So how can I make it better? Because they didn't have these opportunities that I have to be woken up with a hug and a kiss until 26. How can I make it better? How can I make myself better? Not for the other person around me, for myself. This is very important, and it's the message from yesterday also, right? Let's get up for a moment and take a little break. How much time do we have? We have 15 minutes left. Take a little break. I'm going to take a 5 minutes break, okay? Let's take a 5 minute break.
Die schoenen zitten heel te vet. Ja. Oh, ik dacht wel mijn masker.
Ik kom er vandaag. Ik kan misschien niet komen.
I'll start in 5 minutes, okay? And then we only have 10 more minutes.
Het blijft vinden. De eerste vraag. Dus klopt, ik kan
Aan de plaat van Marcel.
ja, je weet dat. Niet
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I have been told we have 15 more minutes, including the question time. So we are almost done. Bring the coffee, please, because we have the coffee break in 15 minutes.
I wanted just to say to those who are going in the trips, they have to be at 17:30, 5:30 in the Hotel du Parc. Okay, everyone who has trip has to be at the Hotel du Parc at 5:30. Okay?
Okay, thank you. So we're going to continue to finish the last part of the presentation, which is the alternatives. What can you do? We have been talking about what you can do, right? We have been talking about it through the whole presentation, but okay. Assertive communications. How many of you know how to be assertive? Raise your hand. How many of you have heard of the word assertiveness? Assertiveness, right? It's talking about what you need without trampling the needs of others. It's talking about in a respectful way, what you want, what you need, in a respectful way. Assertiveness. If you haven't heard it, look it up. Assertive, how to be assertive. It's a style of communication. Yes, it's a style of communication, and it's very, very good. Not only for you as in your personal lifetime, but also with your clients. It's very good. Meditation. How many people here meditate? A big group, right? Yes. Yes. Meditation is so good. If you can take out the 50 minutes or the 1 hour, the 4 hours, and do 5 minutes per day. I tell the new people 5 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. Okay, 1 minute. Anything that you can do to quiet your mind, it will help you stop before you think and stop before you act or react to decide what it is that you want from this conversation, what it is that you want from this relationship, what it is that you want from this moment in your life, from this experience. It's beautiful. It's like giving pause to your life when a situation is coming up and you don't know what to do, like you were saying earlier. Meditation helps you to, you're going into this and gives you like a pause moment. Okay, what do I want from this? I don't want this. No, what do I want from this? I don't want, no, what do I want? So it's about helping you, in my case, it has helped me to focus on what I want and not what I don't want. Many people, you ask them, what do you want? Well, I don't want this, I don't want that. Yes, well, what do you want? No, I have to tell you what I don't want. Tell me what you want, not what you don't want. Okay? Meditation has helped me with that a lot. Other strategies is to change, sense of humor, effective planning. But what makes your pink bubble? How can you make your pink bubble? To summarize. Meditation, nature, singing, dancing, even hopping. How many of you hop? How many of you haven't hopped in a while? Let's hop. Can you get up and hop with me? Some people can't even do it, right? Because you haven't done it. Oh, look at that one.
I cannot do it on the plane.
It's not dancing, it's hopping. Oh, I wish I had you in camera. Isn't this fun? Or you can go side to side, like someone is doing here, side to side. But you start laughing because it's so fun to hop.
I saw you walking here.
You saw me walking?
You were dancing.
Yes, I was dancing on the way here, yes. I love it. I love dancing, I love hopping. It's like bringing the inner child out to play. It gets your heart going, gets your legs going. It keeps you young, keeps you happy. Bring a child, hop with them, or hop by yourself when nobody can see you. Or where you think nobody will see you. Just find ways to be happier. You'll thank me later. Do you have any questions, please? Any questions? This was all easy, right? So can you manage the other person now? Are you ready to deal with the difficult person now? Raise your hand. Are you ready to deal with this difficult person? Who is the difficult person? No one, it's no one. It's in our head. Okay? Thank you for coming by, and I have some gifts, so don't go away for some. The people that were really, I have 25 gifts. If you thought you were very active in the presentation, please come over here, make a line. 25, I have 25 gifts. Thank you very much. If you want to see the presentation again, I'm going to put it on my YouTube, on my Instagram, and on my Facebook. And they're all on my website, Plan for a Miracle. They're all going to be there for a month, for 1 month. For free. On YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. Okay? Remember, I have 25 gifts. Please make the line. Thank you again.
We moeten met het knippen doen. We have dus ga je gewoon knippen.
Zeg je? Die heb ik gekregen. Dat was een gift.
Ik vind er wel wat moois in zitten. Ik mag ook
So
veel
right
meer.
now it's coffee break again and then go back for a nap. Okay? Thank you.
Ander hotel.
Nee, we moeten nu naar de zaal. Dit is jouw ding.
Ja, maar ik ga even nog even beginnen. Even beneden, even. Nou, oké. Die tijd is het toch?
When do we start again? Is that
En heb een boek.
We started 4.
Ja, we start at 4.
okay? Great.
And what's the time now?
10 voor half, 5 voor half.
Okay, we have time.
5 tot half.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's make it happen. Please, let's make it happen. Let's go to your
Gracias.
tá com... Onde é que está o carregador?
Eu vou lá, né?
Ég var mjög sofandi. Já, já, er það fyrir alltaf bara eitthvað? Já, ok, þá fyrir bara niður og chilla, ég ætla að fara næsta. Þú fyrir næsta?
You don't have another one like
Aumenta um bocadinho.
Can I get a hug?
Something my father left me and I embrace. It's something like a memory that my father left me.
Oh, the break! You have to break the coffee break. Yes, and you can record Yes.
why